St. Joseph's Relationship to Jesus in the Writings of Father Faber by Monsignor Arthur B. Calkins. Faber had no doubts about Joseph's recognition of the divinity of Christ. Hence, first and foremost, he spells out Joseph's relationship to Jesus as one of adoration. Joseph had also worshipped him as no saint before had done. From his deep, calm soul he had poured out a very ocean of love, tenderest love, humblest love, love shrinking from being like the Father's love, yet also daring to be like it, as Mary's had been, like the conjoined loves of the Father and of the Spirit, as she was mother and spouse conjoined. No angel might love Jesus as Joseph loved him, as Joseph was bound to love him. No temporal love but Mary's could be more like an eternal love than the love of Joseph for the child, because of its likeness to the love of the everlasting Father. Naturally, adoration of Jesus united Joseph and Mary profoundly. Here, Faber draws out some of the implications. Mary's worship also, let it be observed, was not disjoined from the worship of Saint Joseph, with whom she was in the closest spiritual union, as God had united them in the transcending unity of the earthly Trinity. His worship and hers had one prerogative, which the worship of none else could have, for they offered to Jesus with it the authority they were to exercise over him. From Joseph, as from Mary, our blessed Lord received the worship of those whom he himself had constituted his superiors. If the bent of the hearts of the saints is a token of the bent of Mary's heart, and is itself the instinctive inspiration of the heart of Jesus, then in these latter days it would seem that by nothing could we so effectually unite ourselves to the hearts of Jesus and Mary, as by a loving and reverent devotion to Saint Joseph. Faber insists that adoration was always a fundamental characteristic of Saint Joseph's relationship with Jesus, but at the same time asserts the naturalness of the father-son bond between them. Here he portrays a scene from the carpenter shop in Nazareth. Joseph is showing Jesus how to do some work, and his broad man's hand is laid on the small hand of the boy, and is gently guiding his fingers. He is doing it mechanically, for he is gazing rather on the Saviour's face than on the work. He sees the boy, all resplendent with glory, and his faith recognizes in him the omnipotent Creator, the eternal Worker, who so deftly fashioned the countless worlds, and whose fingers he is now venturing to press, to guide, and to manipulate as he wills. Joseph's soul overflows with adoration, but tranquility without wave or sound, as if fed by silent springs from underneath. Nevertheless, he does not desist from guiding the hand of Jesus. He does not interrupt the lesson which he knows to be so little needed. He is too humble for that. He understands his office.